Hello and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to this video that's going to be a little bit of a catching up. Get ready with me. I'm going to do my makeup. I have no makeup on right now, so I'm going to do my makeup and I'm going to chat about our move. Finally, I can chat about it, I can talk about it, I can let you know like where are we moving, why are we moving, when are we moving. If you saw the title of this video, you probably already got at least one of those questions answered for you. And if you haven't been here before, if this for some reason is your first video here, hello, my name is Angie. I'm such a lover of beauty makeup. I love everything beauty and makeup related. In this video, I am going to be doing my makeup and just chat a little bit about life. But if you want to see some more beauty content on your timeline, if you just want to see some more colorful things on your timeline, don't forget to subscribe because I upload, well, normally 5 times a week, but right now I'm gonna upload every day for a bit. Okay, I did scooch in a little bit so that we could see things a little bit better and I can just put on my makeup. I'm gonna link everything that I use in this video down below, but I don't think I will be talking about the makeup because I feel like I have quite a lot of things to talk about because I've been talking about this move for so long, and I want to touch on like why we're moving, when we're moving, and what it means for the channel, especially in the like near future, because some of you have noticed a couple of changes, especially when it comes to like Instagram and to my vlog channel. So I want to touch on that as well. Some of you already knew, like you already expected like this turn of events. Is this the right color for me? It is definitely not. This is not your shade, honey. We'll sort it out. A couple of you were already like guessing that we were gonna move to the US. It's not like we really listen. I'm gonna be honest with you, and don't cancel me, but I don't really want to move to the US. Like US wasn't really my first option. I really wanted to move abroad, and I knew from when I started dating my husband years ago that he is in academia. He has a PhD in psychiatry and he is continuing his research abroad, and that is why we're moving. So he's got a postdoc position in Texas, and that's why we're moving to Texas. And I already like knew that we were gonna move abroad. I knew that like we were gonna move somewhere. I will say that I love the Mediterranean. Unfortunately, it's not that much research there in the area that my husband is in. He is doing research within like alcohol addiction. So yeah, that's why we are moving to where we are moving. It's because of his career. It has nothing to do with me or YouTube or my career or anything like that. I'm just tagging along because we're married and because this is like his choice of career. He wants to be in academia, he wants to continue his research, and that's what he's doing while in Texas. And he was offered a postdoc with the team that he like respects and looks up to and really wants to work with. So listen, I'm just tagging along for the ride. The thing that's been taking the longest is just waiting for the paperwork, waiting for everything to be done. But the thing that's going to be, of course, the hardest is the actual move, like the relocation from Sweden, because I'm in Sweden, to Austin. It's going to be quite a thing. And I was thinking, because I'm going to touch on a couple of things that people have been asking about, a couple of things that I want to touch on, but I want you to let me know down in the comments if you have further questions, because I was thinking, because like I said, this move isn't about me. I'm moving because my husband got a new job. I'm just tagging along for the ride. So I'm thinking that any questions that you ask down in the comments, I'll get back to you in about like a week. Let's say next week, and I'll come back with my husband and we'll answer the questions that you have. In case there's anything that I forgot to mention, something that you're like, hey, what about fill in blank down below, I'll come back and I'll do that next week, and we can just chat about whatever I missed talking about. I will be honest, I'm a person that thrives on change. I love change, I love new things, I love new sceneries. I actually love moving, not the whole process of actually moving, but I love the idea of moving locations. I've moved quite a lot in my life. I don't really get bored, but I just really love new situations and new encounters and new challenges. Oh, even though maybe this is more than a bit off, a little more than I can chew, but the whole idea of moving abroad doesn't scare me. I'm actually super excited. Me and my husband, we're married, we're fairly economically stable. I mean, he's gonna have an income there, and we don't have any kids, so we don't really have to worry about that. So for us, it wasn't really that scary to like move. And also we rent here in Sweden, so it's fairly easy for us to just cancel our lease and just rent something else while we relocate and just, you know, figure things out along the way. And also, if you've been on my channel for quite some time, you know that I have been a pretty hard worker on my channel. Like, I've worked pretty hard. I've had 2 jobs. I've like worked full-time. I've done this, and I've been doing this full-time. And I'm gonna be honest, my life has been very centered around work and getting stuff done and just a lot of those kind of things. I'm gonna be honest, I might just breathe out a bit for a while after we relocate, just explore, just, you know, just do something else for a bit. Not like I'm gonna stop YouTube. I'm not gonna stop YouTube, but I don't know if I'm gonna do it exactly like I have been now, at least not during the first time, because I'm gonna be honest, I'm excited to do something else with my life, and I'm not gonna quit YouTube. I'm just probably not maybe gonna upload as much. I don't know, I just want to take the opportunity. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. How many people have the opportunity in the middle of their life to just take a totally different course and just do something totally different? And I want to enjoy the moment. I feel like Bilbo.
I'm off on an adventure.
I just want to quickly touch on a couple of things that I think, not only do I want to get it out there, I want to say it so I don't forget it, but also like some things that you might be wondering about or that might raise some questions now throughout like December. One of them is like my vlog channel and my Instagram. I have had quite a lot of content on my Instagram, and I also have a vlog channel where I upload vlogs. You might have noticed that there hasn't been something on my vlog channel and on 2 weeks during the past 2 weeks, and also there hasn't been as much content on my Instagram, and it is 1,000,000% due to this. So many things are going on, like on the backside of things, like backstage, so much preparations, and also like, I don't know about you, but sometimes I get overwhelmed and I'm just like nothing gets done. That can be me. So there's been a couple of days where I've just like been so overwhelmed by everything, so I've just literally sat there and nothing got done. And that's not very me really. I am a doer. I get shit done. I have pretty good work ethic. Like I plan and then I do. I've always been like that, and I like being busy and I like getting stuff done, but it's been a little bit overwhelming. I'm not gonna lie to you. And there might be some things. Is this the right brush I want to use? Or do I want to use... I think I'm gonna use this one. There might be some content on my vlog channel. As I'm filming this the week before, this is actually the first video during my Vlogmas, which I'm also going to be talking about a little bit. But there might be a vlog. I might bring my vlog camera because I'm seeing my friend for probably the last time until I go to the US. We're going to Stockholm together this weekend, which was last weekend when you're seeing this. Might bring my vlog camera, I might vlog, but my vlog channel was always about... My vlog channel was always about having fun, doing stuff because it's fun, because I love filming vlogs. But I've been stressed and nothing really fun or extraordinary. I've barely been out of the apartment these past weeks, so there's been nothing for me to vlog. But if something comes up on the vlog channel, please do check it out. I will probably vlog more once things settle down, and like me maybe like exploring the city when we move and stuff. It's gonna be like a Sweden, Texas, which might be... There's probably gonna be a lot of things that I think is really weird. But right now I can't promise vlogs during December because, yeah, it's just a lot of things going on, and I'm not even 100% sure that I want to vlog the process. We'll see. It's up in the air. I haven't decided. Basically, that's where I'm at. And like I said, today is actually going to be the first day of my Vlogmas. Vlogmas is something I love doing. It's like a challenge. It's like an achievement. Like, am I able to upload every day for a month? Like, it's hard. It is really hard to make the kind of content you normally do, but just more. It's hard, it takes some planning, but it is kind of an achievement and that I love to do. And probably I will not be able to like do much during January, if we're gonna be honest. So I want to take the opportunity to do some of the video ideas that I've had now, because I don't know when I'll be able to do it again. Like, the future is a little bit uncertain. And since I don't 1,000,000% know exactly when we're moving, but the plan is end of December, I don't know if I'll be able to upload every day until Christmas. I say that I will, but if I don't hold it to me, because it might be that I have to stop somewhere in the middle of December because I'm not able anymore. And that's why I'm starting a little earlier, because like I said, it's something I like to do. It is a lot of fun. I've done it way before I made any money on YouTube, because it is a fun thing to do. And I'm just starting a bit earlier because I don't think that I'll be able to do it up until Christmas. But if I do, give me a virtual cookie if I'm able to do it up until Christmas, because that truly shows that my planning skills is like otherworldly. I'm not gonna lie. And let me tell you, moving abroad is pretty fluffy and expensive. So I could use some extra money, because this is me being 100% real with you. I cannot believe how expensive it's gonna be. Like, I could believe, but still it's like unreal when you see it, because you're like, it's like, it's probably gonna be way more than $10,000. Let me just put it like that. But I'm not really salty about it. It's something that I've known for a really long time that we are gonna do. It's part of Ricardo's chosen career path, and I honestly think that it's gonna be really fun for us. It is gonna be an adventure. I am excited to see something new. We are not moving there forever. Maybe I should have said that. We are moving there we're thinking 3-4 years, something like that. Enough for him to get his postdoc done and to publish whatever research I don't know what he's doing. Can you tell that I'm not fully versed in the kind of research that my husband does? He's the smart one, let me tell you that. He's got the looks and the brains. I'm a sidekick. Where's my powder brush? We have actually left some left interest on a couple of like apartments when we moved there, because like we need to live somewhere that's like not like, we need a home. We already canceled this lease in the apartment that we are living in now, and I can talk a little bit about that probably in the future, how different it is getting an apartment in the US so far from what I've noticed to like Sweden, because both me and Ricardo have been a little bit like, okay, it's very different. And if I made it sound like I'm like quitting YouTube, I'm not quitting YouTube, but I wanna enjoy the fact that I'm doing something new in my life. Like, not everything is about money. Life is short, and when you are handed the gift of doing something totally different with your life and just change your entire view on things and learn more things and learn, like, I've never been to Texas. I just want to take the opportunity to really soak it in, and that's probably why after this Vlogmas things might be a little bit different. I'll still be here, but yeah, just have a little patience with me. It is not that easy to move to the other side of the world. Let me tell you that. We were actually thinking first, like I said, the US was not my first choice. We're actually thinking first, toying with the idea that we were gonna go to France, because there is like good research there for him. But I'm so bad at French, and I was so worried. I was like, who am I gonna talk to? So in that respect, it's really good that we're going to the US, because at least I'll be able to talk to people. And Ricardo was also, what was the city in Canada that he was eyeing for a bit? Calgary? And I was like Googling Calgary, because I really didn't decide where we were going. He was deciding. I was like, go to the place that's best for you and your work and your career. I'll follow wherever. And I was Googling Calgary. It was basically like, I think I was Googling something around the like interesting things to do in Calgary, or the best things about Calgary, stuff like that. Because, I'm a nosy bitch, I want to know. And it was basically like, one of the options that came up on the first page was basically something along the lines of why Calgary is the most boring city in Canada. I was like, honey, do we have any other options? I actually think I'm gonna do a lip first. Oh, I've been dying to have this one on. This is one of the new crayons, like the lip crayons from LH Cosmetics. This one is in sepia. which is my favorite lip color when it comes to the lipstick, so I was guessing it was gonna be my favorite of these as well. This is actually really, really pretty. I'm gonna have to compare if it's the same color as the lipstick before I review them, but big fan, big fan. I'm gonna use this one. The OPV Bloom palette. Is it called Bloom? Yes. Am I lying? No. I will link it down below in case you are interested. I'm not 100% sure like what Austin is like really known for. We had some other options, like I said, that we were like thinking about going. We even had other places in the States that was like on the table. So I will say that before we decided on Austin, because that was the position that fit him the most, I didn't do a lot of research into this. Like, I don't like, listen, here's the thing. I think a lot of Americans think that people outside of US knows more about the US than we do. I basically, like, when he said like I think it's gonna be Austin, I was like, okay, I pulled up Google and I was googling Austin map. I knew it was in Texas, but like I didn't know that much. But I will say, after reading up on it, after looking at pictures, it all looks very, very nice. And I do think I'm gonna enjoy it. Like, I do think that I am gonna think that it's a nice place to be. But I can't say that I know that much about it. And I honestly have no idea either if there's like YouTubers that live around there, or if there's like people that... I don't know. I would love to see more like nature. I've never been in a place that has that like... I mean, Austin, it's in the south, it's pretty warm and dry, right? So it's gonna be totally different from Sweden when it comes to climate. And I will be honest, like I said, we are not moving to the US forever. We are gonna move back to Europe. That is our plan, but I wouldn't be sad if we moved to somewhere a little lighter than Sweden. I don't mind the cold. The cold doesn't bother me. It's the darkness that gets me. So I'm looking forward to having less darkness. I'm looking forward to just having a different climate, just seeing something else. If there's any like nature things around that you think that we should really have a look at, we're probably going to be exploring a little bit in the beginning. Hopefully we'll find somewhere nice to live. Like I said, we did get an offer for a virtual tour of a place that looks really, really, really cool. It did have a pool. Like, I really would love to stay in a place that has a pool. Not because it's like... Okay, let me rephrase this. In Sweden, having a pool is an absolute luxury. Like, you are at the least upper middle class. There was never ever a chance. Like, I never went even to a pool when I was a kid, except we went once a year to this pool with my family, with me, my mom, my stepdad, and my 3 brothers. And I understand that in the south, because it's so warm, it's more common that like apartment complexes will have a pool. Like, it's not that uncommon. So for Sweden, that is just so different, and it's part of like the experience that I want to have with this. I want it to be as different as possible. I want to experience all of it, and I want to see more of the US now that we are there. We're probably gonna get sick and tired of it and then not go back afterwards, but yeah, I mean, my husband is gonna be working more, and I will say this past like a couple of months, my husband got his PhD this summer, and well, was it beginning of autumn maybe? Was it July? I don't remember. But he got his PhD, and he has been, well, in between jobs. You know when people say in between jobs and you ask how long they've been in between jobs, and they're like 3 years. But my husband already got this job before he got his PhD, so we have known about it for some time, but the paperwork has just taken so long. So yeah, it's not like it's all out of the blue, but I will say the paperwork took it took long, but still shorter than I thought, and that's why everything is just like, oh. So I'm excited, but I'm also a little bit like, oh, that escalated quickly. But he's been in between jobs, and right now, I mean, I quit my job because we were gonna move last fall, and then COVID happened, and I will say everything just slowed down to a point where I was like, is this even happening? Like, are we even doing this? And now everything just, it's just like, you know, when you're trying to get ketchup out of the jar, it all just came at once, and I'm just like, okay. And that's why I'm saying I'm probably gonna take a little break, because these past couple of months, like, even though you get some, like, you get money in Sweden when you're unemployed, it's not the same as having a salary. And I have had a lot of pressure on me to be like, you can't fail now, Angie, because you're the one having a job right now. You can't be failing. And that's why I want to not take a step back, because I don't want to quit, because I love doing this, but I want to take the pressure off myself, because I have been putting myself, like, it's my own fault, like, it's our own fault, maybe we should say, that I've been putting this pressure on me and on us, because it's been just all so up in the air. But still, I mean, I realized that me and my husband have been very privileged, because we have been able, he hasn't had to go and just get another job at like McDonald's, or getting a PhD in psychiatry and work at McDonald's. But like, it's not that easy to get a job that's just for a couple of months. Like, he could go and get a job at like a medical company, of course, but they don't really usually want to hire someone that only can work for a couple of months. Although, let's be fair, we didn't know that the paperwork was going to take this short amount of time. But like, I realized that we have been very privileged, that he has been able to help me instead with my YouTube channel, been editing some parts and like helping me with some things in the background, to make things a little easier for me. But it's been stressful for both of us, just being here at home and just both relying on YouTube. That is a little bit of a fickle income, if we're gonna be totally honest. So yeah, that's just me. That's what I'm saying, that it's maybe going to be a little bit different when we move, because I want to take the pressure off myself and just be like, even though I've been having so much fun, I've also been putting a lot of pressure on myself. Is this making sense? Sometimes something can be super fun but still a little bit stressful, and I would like it to only be fun again, which I'm sure it will be as soon as like me and Ricardo are able to get into a new rhythm of him having his job and being able to proceed with his career and all of that. So yeah, let me just I've been blending this shadow for so long, just talking about nothing. I make no sense. Not only my vlog channel has been suffering a little bit lately, what's also been suffering a little bit is actually like my World of Warcraft. Is, if anyone in my guild is watching this, because I do know that some of them watch this, I'm sorry for being an awful player and not having time for anything, but life has been stressful, so stressful. I actually have, as I'm filming this, I have 13 videos pre-filmed for Vlogmas. 13. Did you hear that correctly? 13. It is the 17th of November and I have 13 videos filmed for Vlogmas. But yeah, I am starting it today. I'm starting it today, and Ricardo's helped me so much with like editing. He is literally the best person alive. He's been fixing so much with like plane tickets and like getting rid of like, how are we gonna get rid of our furniture? Where are we gonna put everything? Like, how do we send some stuff over? How are we gonna get there? What are we gonna do when we get there? Like the apartments and everything. And I've just been filming, working, and he's been helping me with like editing and stuff. And it's been a lot. So yeah, World of Warcraft has been one of those things. I've been there, I've been physically present, but I have not had time to do dailies or dungeons or anything like that. And honestly, I don't even know if I'll be able to continue playing, because you cannot move your character to a North American, like you can't move it to another server that's not in the region where you are, and obviously our characters are in European servers, and you can't move them to another like continent, like servers. So I'm not even sure if we're going to be able to continue playing. And it's definitely been one of those things that's been put on the back burner, because I love gaming, but not above like staying sane, sleeping, and getting stuff done for YouTube, if I'm gonna be honest. Because there is a reason why I stopped playing World of Warcraft at a time a couple of years ago, and that is because I love YouTube more than I love World of Warcraft, I'm gonna be honest. But yeah, all in all, I just think it's gonna be very exciting. I'm excited that it's finally happening. I'm excited for my husband and for his career as well. I'm excited to meet his new co-workers and to see his new workspace, and hopefully we'll be able to live somewhere somewhat close to the place where he's going to be working, because as a Swede you're pretty used to be able to commute to work in a way that doesn't involve your car. Not everyone, but like if you're living in a city and you're working in the city, like me and Ricardo, you're pretty used to not having to take your car to work. And I understand that that is not the American way, but like it's just very convenient. So we're gonna see if we're able to make that happen as well in the US. Live in a way that maybe a bike and an electrical bike, or maybe you can walk to, I don't even, can you walk places in the US? Like I've been to a lot of places in the US and like there's not even sidewalks. Like honestly, this might be me just thinking that we're gonna make this work, but maybe we're not. I don't know. There's so many things that I just do not have any kind of clue about, but I don't stress myself about things like that. It's like, it is what it is. Like I'll sort it out along the way. My mom always laughs at me because she calls me a cat because I always land on my feet. Things like that don't stress me out. It's like, it is what it is. I mean, how hard can it be? That has been my motto for years. In Sweden, you usually have something there's like, what is your life motto? What is something that you live by? And for me, my motto, what I've always lived by, and I'm a very spontaneous person. I don't really stress about things like this, at least not over a long period of time. Ooh, what is that? What was that? Something weird. My motto has always been, how hard can it be? How hard can it be? I see people doing this stuff all the time. How hard can it be? I remember saying that when I was getting my driver's license, because I took my driver's license pretty late. In Sweden, it's very expensive and takes a really long time to take a driver's license. And I always lived in a city and I didn't really need one. So I took my driver's license when I was like 28, maybe? I could have been 28. And my mom was like, aren't you worried? And I'm like, no, how hard can it be? Have you seen the idiots with driver's licenses? It can't be that hard. If they can do it, I sure can. Okay, I'm actually gonna find something else. I don't know if I feel like a shimmer out of this. They're all very pretty. This is very pretty. And these mattes built amazingly. I'm so impressed with this palette. I just haven't had time to play with it properly. But I'm gonna find something really light to put on my lid. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually gonna use this one, the Nomad Home for the Holidays. Remember how I said that I really love this peach shade? I think that this peach shade is going to be so pretty with this look. And I am aware I have done something... Oh, it's so pretty. I've done something similar not too long ago. But listen, it is one of my go-to looks. A red crease with like a red with like peach or a red with pink. I just love that so much. Oh, that is so pretty. Okay, that is so pretty. Let me like pack on even more because we need that. I think I'm gonna use some of that white, like the metallic white as well in my inner corners. Oh, I'm so happy I picked this one. Go me. I'm feeling very overly glam for like a Wednesday at home. I love this color combo though with the red and the peach. It's just literally, it's one of my favorite. Red and peach, red and pink, and just the all blue eye. Oh, I love them. And I've also been so into the yellow and the green. Yellow and green, it's really getting up there. Absolutely love it. I was talking to my husband just now. I was like, how am I gonna end this video? Like, what do I want to end on? Because I feel like, in a way, it's like the beginning of something totally new. Like, there's gonna be like me in Sweden, and then it's gonna be me in US, and then the next chapter is gonna be me after US. This is a totally different chapter in my life, in our lives, and we are treating this as an adventure. This is, I mean, of course it's a career opportunity for Ricardo, but we're treating the whole experience as an adventure. Like, we're doing something new, we're doing something fun, we're hoping that this is gonna evolve us, like our mindset and like our skills and our view of life. And we didn't feel like anything was like really holding us back. Of course, we have family and friends here in Sweden, but we also have family and friends all throughout the world, to be honest, especially friends. I mean, Ricardo has some family in Italy and Portugal, but we just really wanted to take the opportunity because it was like, what is really holding us back? So it's gonna be exciting. It's also a little bit frightening. I'm slightly panicking, like on the inside. I'm like, how are we gonna sort all this? But I do really think it's gonna be fun, and it's not like it's forever thing. It's not a forever ever thing. We are moving back to Europe afterwards. At least that's the plan. We're not staying in US, at least. That's definitely the plan. But yeah, it's gonna be fun. And like I said, if you have any questions, I am so sure that I've gotten to mention quite a lot of things around this. And I'm gonna be honest with you, some things are a little bit fuzzy here as well. Like I said, this is the first video of my Vlogmas. I'm cheating. I'm starting the last week of November because I don't think I'll be able to keep it up until Christmas. If I do, that's awesome, but I'm not 100% sure that I will. Why is there fly here? I don't understand. It's November. Sweetie, you're lost. I'm gonna leave all the things that I used down in the description box. Please do leave some questions in the comments. What would you like to know? If there's something that I missed, is there something that you would like to hear about? I don't want to say I'm an open book, because I'm definitely not an open book, but I will come back and I'll answer these questions as a little Q&A together with my husband. We'll do that in a week, maybe, something like that. Yeah, if you have been here for quite some time, welcome to chapter 2. Well, actually, this is chapter 3. I would say chapter 1 of my channel was before Ricardo, chapter 2 is with Ricardo, and then chapter 3 is gonna be the move. Capital letters. I hope you're having a great day. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you again tomorrow for a new video. Bye!